Hi, I'm Todd Jones, host of the podcast Press Box Access. Here's a clip from my interview with Tim Kurkjian. Tim recalls what it was like to cover a bad team, the Texas Rangers of the 1980s, on a daily basis.
We had endless news in Texas also when I first took over. Again, I'm an East Coast guy who moves to Texas to go cover the team, and I'm not sure what to expect. In my first spring training as a full-time beat guy, Mickey Rivers, the great center fielder, one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. I've known Mickey now for 3 weeks in my life, spring training 1982, and he comes up to me and goes, "Tim, can you loan me $2,000?
$2,000?
I had to explain, Mickey, I'm making $14,000 a year. I don't have $2,000. I'm 24 years old. I don't know I can't help you." And a couple of the veterans saw this and called me over later, and they love Mickey, but they said, "Tim, whatever you do, don't loan Mickey any money because you're never going to get it back." So later that year, 1982, and again, Todd, this was a really seminal moment in my career. I'm covering the Rangers, and they've lost 11 games in a row. And it's May, and Don Zimmer is the manager of the team. And I've already grown to love Zim at this point because he was an all-time great baseball man. So I stagger into his office in May of '82. The Rangers are horrible, and they've lost 11 games in a row. He looks at me, sees that forlorn look on my face, and goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Well, Zim, I must tell you, covering this team isn't nearly as much fun as I thought it would be." Then he looks at me, and I'm quoting here. He says, "Quit complaining." He said, "Look at yourself. You're young. You're good looking. You got your whole life in front of you." He said, "Look at me. I'm old. I'm fat. I'm bald. I'm ugly. I got a plate in my head, and I've got this team to manage. I'm the one with all the worries. So quit complaining and recognize how lucky you are at your age to be covering Major League Baseball every day." And as always, Zim was right. It was a great lesson for me to not worry about the team I was covering, just do the job, because you're covering a big league team. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. You are one of the privileged ones that gets this opportunity.